Okay. See, this is now popped up. That's a good thing. Alright, welcome guys. I don't know if anyone's watching, but gotta put that out in the Slack for a minute. So, for you guys that are paying attention, I'm gonna be focusing more on the quarterbacks today. Last time I did this, it was more so about all of the all around positions, but it was mainly focused on the skill positions, such as the tight ends, the outside linebackers, the defensive. I wouldn't say I don't know if you would call defensive tackle or defensive and skill positions, but more or less it's like I was focusing a lot more positions, but this time around I'm gonna focus on one in particular. So for right now, I'm going to focus on the quarterbacks. The bronze, the silver, the golds. So the ones that I deem, well, the ones that this roster in this case deems as bronze, silver, and golds, those are the ones I'll focus on. So for right now, I see Blake Bortles, Sam Bradford. But it's really just Sam Bradford I want to focus on most, because Sam Bradford is one of those quarterbacks where he just thrives in the pocket. So let's get started with him. Sam Bradford is actually one of the ones where I was hoping he have these kind of abilities, because this is exactly what he does in real life too. So if you guys are looking at this right here would say, if you read these ratings correctly, pass accuracy is at 80, pass strength is at 75, durability is at 80, read coverage is at 75, pocket composure is a 75. Consistency is a 75. So, on that note, I think some bit of it can be changed. Not all of it for the quarterbacks, but a good amount of it. I think that should be changed. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't say not a drastic upgrade, but it was like I had it last time where everything would go up by 5. This is what I was specifically talking about. And by the way, I'm going to touch more on the pocket presence in a little bit, because it's more specifically has something to do with this. You guys are going to see something, kind of crazy. So, pass accuracy for Sam Bradford would be at 80. This is how I should see it, right? I think this is fine. 80, 75 in this case. But really, it's these two down here. And now you're probably wondering what do I find is the problem with these two. Is Sam Bradford is known to have pretty good pocket presence, right? Quarterback's at his best when he's in the pocket. If that is the case, then why isn't the pocket composure rating, why does it stay the same? And you're probably wondering, like, are you sure it still stays the same? Because if you took off pocket presence right now on Sam Bradford, he would, he'll drop to a 70. Well, this is what I'm about to show you. I'm going to take this off on purpose. Okay, so it's taken off. And as you can see, it's still 75. Now, I would see if this made sense if he didn't have pocket presence on. Pocket presence should affect the pocket composure rating of the quarterback. because you could tell when a quarterback, he has damn good pocket presence when he's cool, calm, and collected. This isn't the case with this game. I'm also going to be talking about read coverage in a bit and how I think this one ability should make the read coverage rating matter. Even though it's a user ability, I think it should affect it on a CPU level. So, if pocket presence is turned on for a bronze quarterback, which I'm about to do right now on purpose. If this is turned on for a bronze quarterback, his pocket composure should go up by 80. If I can make it go up by 80, there you go. That's what it should be. Bronze tier quarterbacks that actually have that kind of composure in the pocket, that's very, very good, actually, for a bronze quarterback. And of course, it should be the same way for the pass accuracy. Pass accuracy should be an 80. Pocket composure should be an 80. Now let's go to Carson Wentz in this case. It's crazy because I talked about these exact 3 quarterbacks when I was in a private discussion with Doug Bose. He still hasn't replied to that yet, but I'm pretty sure he'll come around to it very soon. So I guess you could somewhat say these are Carson Wentz's stuff, but yeah. This actually right here sticks out to me more often than not is the signal stealer. See, this is where I definitely want to make this come into play. Damn, Carson Wentz is jacked up like that. But this is where I want to make it come into play. His read coverage as a base stat is 82. But I figure, okay, you have signal stealer on, even though it's a user ability, why not make it matter as a CPU ability? Make it go up 83, make that go up by +5 as well. So that's an 87. That should be his exact 1 is an 87 in read coverage. Now these are just talking about, these are just talking about these 2 abilities that really matter the most. Now I would touch on the pass strength and pass accuracy, but really I don't know how you guys will feel about it. And those I'm gonna actually touch on a little bit later before I'm finished here. It's only gonna be for like a few minutes, something like that. It ain't gonna be like how it was, where it was like an hour or so. I would should we get the Andrew Luck? I guess we should get the Andrew Luck. He's pretty similar in stats anyway. Pretty similar in stuff. Way too similar. Jesus. Oh man. Oh God. Well, I guess we have a lot to get on here with this. So I'm not gonna focus on Scrambler. I'm not gonna focus on QBV. I don't know why Quick Feet is on the quarterback. I'm gonna focus on. Why does he have that? Yeah, I'm not gonna focus on that at all. Actually, Andrew Luck was a bad idea to focus on. Yeah, let's actually focus on Aaron Rodgers. I was gonna focus on Tom Brady, but I did that in the last video, so I want to focus on a different quarterback. Aaron Rodgers is definitely another good one of this example. So, of course, this is actually pretty much spot on for how I would want gold quarterbacks to have in pass accuracy and pass strength, especially when they have those ratings boost on. But this right here, a caliber such as Aaron Rodgers, who can read coverage, who's calm in the pocket, it should be the exact same rating as his arm strength and his pass accuracy. It should be 95 all across the board for this man. To be blunt, if it was up to me, I'd give his pocket composure 99 because this man literally makes crazy ass plays in the pocket. And this is not even me talking about the consistency as well. How consistent is Aaron Rodgers? He's pretty damn consistent. But this should go along with read coverage and pocket composure, because in this case for pocket presence and signal stealer, because if you're going to have these two abilities, or even if you have one of them, it should be exactly that. It should be like this. It should be a 95 across the board for all kind of quarterbacks, especially ones such as Aaron Rodgers. Now, you're probably wondering, how am I going to balance out this consistency rating? I'll take it like this. Okay. For gold tier quarterbacks only, I would say even at 94, it would be fine. So I'll say it like this. It will be +2 if you have on pocket presence. It would be +2 again if you decide to put on signal stealer, because these kind of quarterbacks, if they see coverage like this and if they have the composure to make these throws in the pocket, they're hardly gonna make any mistake. They should throw no more than 2 or even 3 interceptions a game. If you see him throw 4 or 5, it's rare. It's very rare. These kind of quarterbacks should have at least, well, I'll argue 94, 95 consistency. And that's what Aaron Rodgers pretty much is in this case. I mean, like, the man's insane. So, I'm going to go back to a certain bronze quarterback. I'm just going to pick Blake Bortles in this case and touch on the pass accuracy and the pass strength. Now, we see it right now for bronze quarterbacks. They're 75 and 75, right? I want you guys to let me know, how would you feel if bronze quarterback's accuracy and strength was bumped up to an 80 as a base stat. It would be bumped up to 80 as a base stat, but then as soon as you put on a ability on them, such as laser arm or rocket arm, it will go up to 85. Now, for a silver quarterback, there would be 82 actually. I'm gonna go to that in a minute. I'm just go back to Carson Wentz. Screw it. If I took all this off of him right here, in fact, this is fine. His pass accuracy as a base stat would be 82. So I'll say have that become an 85, and then bump that to a 90 as their pass accuracy or pass strength. Now, if you're absolutely fine with it being an 82, let me know in the comments. Let me know on the YouTube comments. Let me know on Slack comments if you're fine with this. If you're absolutely okay with that, that's fine. If you don't want me to touch the silvers or anything like that, I'm fine with that. So, yeah, as a base stat, it would be the exact same as a bronze when they're buffed up, which is in this case is an 85. So, if you gave this quarterback laser arm, or in this case and pass strength, he'll have the base stats of a gold quarterback. Now, you're probably thinking, well, if that's the case, then what would be the point of a gold quarterback then? Well, if you guys already saw with Aaron Rodgers has 95 all across the board. That means that man will hardly make a mistake when it goes to throwing the ball. He'll be hard to stop. So let me go back to him one more time so you can see exactly what I'm talking about here. Aaron Rodgers is literally he's literally a monster. He will have 95 accuracy, 95 strength. 95 pass strength. really should be 95 read coverage and 95 pocket composure. Because of the fact he not only has signal stealer, but he has pocket presence on. And his consistency will be up to a 94. While as a silver, the consistency will actually be at a 90. It'll actually be at an 89. I take that back because of the fact we would have +2 for pocket presence, +2 for signal stealer. So it would actually be a 94. So in this case, you know, gold tier quarterbacks, they're not to be messed with. I mean, you'll have a silver quarterback that'll have the base stats of a gold tier quarterback, but the base stats of a gold quarterback, they're still going to make a good amount of mistakes. In fact, they can still throw a good amount of interceptions along the level of a silver quarterback or even a bronze. But with a gold quarterback with similar kind of stats like this, he'd be hard to stop. I'm going to actually go to Tom Brady in this case. I'm going to actually go to the Patriots and take a look at Tom Brady. And it would be almost exactly the same of what I was talking about earlier. Now, I know what you guys are going to say when this is all said and done. You're going to say, well, this is the thing. There's no way we can be sure if we can't test it out. That's why I'm going to rely on you guys for this. And I'm hoping you're paying attention when you look back at this. Is that I'm going to rely on you guys. I'm hoping you guys can have a backup file of that exact roster that I was talking about. You know, the one that Doug gave you guys, the one that, you know, we gave you guys. You know, that exact one where I'm saying that it's absolutely wiped clean. No abilities, no playbooks, no other teams' playbooks, none of that. Absolutely none of that. So then that way we can thoroughly test this and see exactly if it'll work out. Now you're wondering, do I have it? My answer is no, I don't have it. I don't have that anymore. So really, the only way I'm putting my playbooks up right now is that I'm using like week 1 or something like that of the roster file or week 1 of like when the whole season started. That's the only thing I have left to use, because luckily that was the only one I had left, because I was about to get rid of everything. Because if you guys remember, if I'm right, if you guys remember, at one point I think I slept by accident. So it was one of the games that it was supposed to be on a Friday night or something like that, and I slept by accident. I'm not even gonna say I slept by accident. I overslept by accident. So then, what happened was that I felt like I've already saw the ban coming, so I just got rid of everything, almost everything. So luckily I didn't. And right now, that's just about the only thing I have left, is just the week 1 roster file, and I'm just updating my playbook from there. So on that note, if you guys do have a blank roster file, blank everything on there, excuse me about that, please send that to me effective immediately, so then that way I can actually test this out and actually, you know, show it to you guys to see if this all can work out. Because I'm gonna be honest, I'm just as much curious as you guys are. I want to see if these rings that I have thought of, I want to see if they can work too. But I can't see if they can work if I don't have the blank roster file for it. So this is entirely up to you guys. And the only reason why I use the NFL rosters for this is because the roster files I have for the IFL now are official ones. And I have not, and before you ask, oh, have you cheated or something like that? No, I haven't, because all I've looked at was mine. And even if I did cheat it, I don't think it would have mattered, because the computer probably would have made me pay for it anyway. So on that note, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing much else for me to say. I mean, if you guys want to test this out, you guys have to. I mean, I just have to rely on you guys. You guys are pretty much the only hope I have left of really testing this and see if this truly works. I mean, it's not just for the quarterbacks; it's for pretty much almost every position that I can think of. But quarterbacks is really the main ones because we've seen a lot of interceptions this season, and I'm trying to think of a way to see if we can, negate that somehow. Because everybody is scared of passing, and honestly, I can't blame them. I can't blame them. But hey, there's times where it should be, a 5 touchdown performance or something like that, something crazy like that. It shouldn't just be 7 interceptions like the one we saw a few games back. It should be, there's times where you're going to be going into a quarterback duel and you don't really see that quarterback duel all too often. So maybe that's just me. I mean, we've only seen a few good quarterback duels so far this season, but I'm hoping that by next season we could either see more of the quarterback duels, or we could at least see have a balance between quarterback duels and a balance between that and a defensive shutdown performance. So that's pretty much it. On that note, I'll catch you guys later. Hopefully you'll look back at this previous recording and see what I'm trying to get at here. I mean, it's pretty much you guys. So that's it. Later.